Welcome to Wilson's channel.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Chat with Wilson podcast. This is the rebrand episode 7, featuring my good friend Adriel, aka chillxvp, aka chillxvp on Twitch. Guys, you guys could use the exclamation guest command. It is a direct link to Chill's Twitch channel. He does stream from time to time. He streamed the other day, surprisingly, after making quite a comeback. So drop him a follow. He's an old friend on Twitch, and he was the very first podcast guest that I've ever had. So we're gonna talk a lot more about that. If you guys are curious as to know why I created this podcast, it's just for me to get to know my friends on a more personal level. We got exclamation podcast with a more thorough description. And yeah, this is gonna be a one-on-one thing. We're gonna catch up, talk about life since we're already friends. And there's always more for me to learn as we have like communication. So without further ado, let's get to it. Thank you guys again for being here. Alerts, notifications are offline. We have live viewers here on Twitch, and this episode will be on YouTube later on. So if you guys are seeing this on YouTube, hello, welcome in. Hope you guys can hit that like button. Appreciate y'all. Jay's here too. Thank you for being here, Jay. Appreciate you. All right, chill.
Stop.
Let's start with a little icebreaker.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I may or may not troll you a lot during this podcast, by the way, just because we're like close friends. So
okay, I won't troll you back or anything.
if you had to, okay, between Emmy, Will, and JB, right? If they were like drowning in the ocean and you had the capability of only saving one of them, who are you saving?
Oh, God.
Those are his housemates, by the way.
One will kill me. A second one will. I don't know what Will would do. JB would also kill me.
This has nothing to do with them killing you. I'm just asking, who would you save?
I know, but if I save one of them, they're either one of them's gonna either kill me or one of them is either gonna kill me.
No, if you
know?
save one, the other two's gonna drown. So that's it.
Yeah, they'll still kill me.
They'll haunt you, but they're not gonna
knows?
kill you.
I would save JB.
All right, there you go, JB. He basically said you're his favorite roommate. I'm just starting shit. Let's spice things up. Let's spice things up right now. Would you? Okay, same predicament. However, you have a choice between two. You could save Emmy, Will, and JB, all three of them, or on the other hand, Eileen. All right, good answer. No hesitation. Good shit. Okay.
Either I get killed.
I respect
or I get
that.
My singling chopped off. Which one works?
Wait. I think it's worse to get killed. Hello.
Oh no! I don't want to feel the pain.
All right. Little icebreakers, you know. Gotta loosen him up, make him pause. Gotta make him comfortable. All right. For those who don't know who Chill is, Chill, please give a brief introduction of who you are and name some of your hobbies and interests.
I am chillxvp or Adriel. I am I would say, a retired streamer, because I don't stream that much, but I come back every now and then. I usually play like Valorant or League or Minecraft or this new game I've been playing, Cards Drift. Some hobbies are I don't even know what my hobbies are anymore. Raving, that's a hobby, right?
Yeah,
Raving.
that's a lifestyle for sure.
I want to get back into photography and videography and also music. Those are my hobbies. But I would want to get back into it because I fell off because of work.
Busy life.
Mm-hmm.
I totally forgot that you used to like do videography. Those are some like sick clips that you had before that you edited and compiled together. Long time ago.
I still need to do my 1 year recap video
Recap 1 year for what?
from when I moved here to now
Oh, okay.
because
Like
it's
your
already
living
been 1 year.
situation. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow, time flies. When did you guys move again to the rave house, quote unquote rave house?
January 17th. That's when I moved. January 17th of
Okay,
last
January
year.
17th. Okay, just a heads up for those who don't know Chill. Since I've had him on the podcast before, I know like a good chunk about him personally. So, in case you didn't know, he moved last year from Washington to Southern California, and he's currently living with a lot of friends, and we call that house the rave house because most of them go to events and everything. So that's like a little gist or TLDR.
We are rave slaves by heart.
Love that. Honestly, we'll talk a lot more about that. Okay, so wait, I hear a little echo.
From where? From
Like
me?
I hear myself. Okay, or it's better now.
Okay.
All right. Can you let us know at least? Are you better? How do you feel in like a group setting versus like a one-on-one setting? And would you say you're more of an introvert or an extrovert?
In podcasts or like in
Just any form.
um I'm not an introvert, that's for sure. And I wouldn't say I would solo a lot of things. Like for say, like if it's raves, I wouldn't solo it. It was only like one time experience. Like I think I'm more of a group settings type of person, I'd say.
Hmm.
Um, but I'd say I'm not an introvert because I've met a lot of people through raving that to this day are still my friends.
Yeah, you found different ways to meet people aside from Twitch. So
Mm-hmm.
we're in the same boat. Um, I would say that too. That you're more on the extroverted side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess we're gonna talk a little bit about like your family life, education, just to kind of get that recap. You could let us know maybe again what you've told us before. Okay, so
Alrighty.
give us a quick summary of what life was like growing up, and then get to the part where you decided to move to your current living situation.
Well, I'd say when I was growing up, I was like sort of living here and there from Washington to California, and um, after I graduated high school, I lived a little extra more years in Washington and realized that I don't like the rain and I don't like the cold, especially for my skin because I have eczema. It makes the cold and rain and humidity makes my skin break out even more. So that's when I decided that last year I decided I needed to move for my health as well. And not only that, I had a pretty toxic household with my stepdad. So I didn't want to live there anymore because of that. And here we are today. Education, I after high school, after I graduated, I took 1 year doing a private school for arts, and I did photography as my major and then business as my minor. And after that year, I was burnt out already, and I wanted to take a gap year. And after that gap year, I never went back. Amazing.
Okay, That sums it up. When you were a kid, though, what did you imagine yourself doing? Like, what's like the end game for your career?
I wanted to be like actual like a photographer, a freelance photographer that
Hmm.
travels the world. Um, and then I guess after I realized that I didn't want to make a hobby a job, because after you make a hobby a job, it starts getting like tiring, you know. Like I want to have fun with my job.
Hmm.
I don't want to make something that I love doing, which is photography and as my hobby, make that into a job, because then you'd get tired of it and then you would not want to do it anymore. And
Hmm.
that's where I was like, I'm gonna move things over. Um, in reality, I want to at the my end goal is to be like a mechanic, a car mechanic. Um, but if that doesn't work out, then I will go back to school and do school at Disneyland, which I work there right now, and do study, what's it called, animatronics. Study animatronics, get some sort of degree in there, and hopefully get paid there good. Maybe
Hmm.
we'll see. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Good summary right there. Before I ask you specifically about like the jobs and everything, um, so when you decided to move, right? You said you didn't really like the living conditions with the
Mhm.
family and all that. How close would you say you are to your family? So parents, siblings, and what was uh what was the conversation like when you told them that you were actually gonna move out?
Um, I'm as of right now, I'm really close with my mom. Like, I tell her everything, basically. My half sister, I wouldn't say I'm that close, only because like I don't have the time and day as much as I used to talk to them on like a daily basis or like a weekly basis, because I'm always on the go, working two jobs. Um, my stepdad, I'm not close at all. Relationship to him, I wouldn't want to see him, but I would see him if I would if it was like a I have to see him. Um, with my cousin or my mom's side of the family, I wouldn't say I'm close with them, but I'm like mildly close with them. Like I
Hmm.
talk to them here and there. Um, whenever they host like some family thing, I would talk to them. Um, but other than that, I would it's hard for me to communicate with them because I'm always tired from work and I never have the time to talk to them.
Okay, and the conversation, like when you decided to move, what'd you say and how did they react?
Um, when I told my mom that I was moving, she didn't believe me at first. She's like, "You're not gonna move. I know you're not gonna move. You're stuck with me." And the
Oh.
same with my sister. Um, but like I gave her a specific date and when I'm leaving, that's when she started to realize like, oh, he's actually serious. Um, when that date came, like she started crying a lot because I wouldn't say I'm technically firstborn, but I am firstborn because I did have a sister, an older sister that was supposed to be born, but
Oh,
um,
okay.
yeah, from last podcast, if you didn't watch it, you should go watch it. But yeah, um, since I was basically the first child, um, I have to like be the one that shows my half sister like this is what he is, or this is what he's doing, and show her the guidelines of like school and all of that. But I try to, and I help her as much as I can. Um, she hugged me really tightly I when it was time to go, and then my sister also came out and then cried a little bit when it was time for me to go as well. But at the end of the day, I could only stay in my mom's house for so long. I'm
Hmm.
almost like 25, and I wanted to change the way I live. You know, so it was always super repetitive, every single day doing the same thing in Washington.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't want to be doing this to myself, and I got bored of doing the same thing every single day.
So you felt stuck and needed a change
Yeah,
of scenery. Okay.
I got really, really stuck, and I didn't know what to do with my life back then when I was living in Washington, because I felt comfortable. I felt really, really comfortable living there.
Hmm.
And I was like, I don't want to be comfortable forever. You know,
Yeah.
I want to be able to struggle. I want to be able to learn from this struggle and then learn again and again and again. Learn something new every single day.
Facts. And thank you, Hi, for the resub for 35 months. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a great stream. All right. So, can you talk about how you specifically chose to move to the place you're at now? Like how everything unfolded?
Um, so let's see when did I come back from California? So I came back from from the TwitchCon trip,
22?
October. No, yeah, 22. Was it
Yes.
22? Yeah,
Yeah.
October, November, and then um I had my last fight with my stepdad about something stupid. Um and that's when I like it just set me off, and I was like, I'm done.
Mm.
I want to get the hell out of here. I wanna don't wanna be in this anymore. So after I met Emmy and JB, um, we all started talking about moving in together in November, or started talking about like where to go or like what house to go get, all this stuff. Because Emmy and her friend at the time was their lease ended in December or November, December, around there. So we had to find a place for them to stay in, and we were looking around, and we wanted to get this specific house because it was pretty spacious, but some of our credits weren't up there yet. Not mine or anything, but so we decided to pick this house because of how what lenient the landlord was. So and everything started falling into play with where who's living or who's sleeping in what room and whatnot. And that last argument triggered me because it's been always on and off. It was something that I didn't do that he would get mad at me for, or something that I'd come home late from work and he would yell at me because I was making a lot of noise. Because I usually, when I used to live in Washington, I was working 20-hour shifts every single day. And like of course I would be loud and tired to at least make myself food so I could go home, eat and all that, but he would yell at me because of those reasons. And like I don't, I don't want to be yelled at for something that I'm trying to, be healthy for. And I got kind of tired of it, and yeah, it triggered me to leave. But yeah.
So since you've moved into where you're at the rave house, how would you say your life has changed, and like how do you think you've grown as a person?
Um, Living at this rave house has actually changed me a lot from when I was living in Washington. It gave me a perspective of learning how to save money and not being gaslit to go to fucking raves.
So the
But
opposite, okay.
but it changed my perspective of on living as well. Like I have something more to go for. Like I want to make more money because I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to do that. Like go to the raves or go make or build a car or go buy something for myself because I never get to buy something for myself. It's always paying my car bill, rent, you know. Um I've also learned how to cook sometimes. I'm still learning, but I it changed me as a person because when I was living in Washington, I didn't really have to pay rent. I didn't really have to pay anything except for bills and my insurance, right? So, and then as living here where I don't have to be nagged out a lot is a lot more soothing, I'd say. Not having to put a stress in my mind where it's like always you're supposed to be doing this, you're supposed to be doing that, all this that sort of stuff.
Hmm.
Um I would say as well as trying to think. Trying to think what have I done within a year?
Yeah, since living with friends.
Um it's made me realize like who is really there for you as well.
Oh.
Whether that's family, whether that's friends, who is really there for you till the very end at your lowest point. That's what made me realize because back in Washington, my somewhat friends weren't really there for me, you know. Um they weren't there for me at my lowest points. They weren't there for me at my highest points. And living here where I have like actually good friends, they were there for me at my lowest, at my highest. They know when there's something wrong. They would come over and be like, "What's wrong?" They would barge into my room. "What's wrong? Why are you like this? Stop being a bitch." You know.
Hmm.
And um, living here as well has like put a lot of perspective into my life with having fun. Back then in Washington, I was working my life away, working 20-hour shifts, 4 hours sleep. Here, I could let loose, have fun, and as well as work my life away, you know?
Yeah, better
So,
balance. Uh-huh.
yeah, because now I'm like with friends that actually care for you, and that's the where I want to be with is with friends that actually care for you and knows how to have fun, you know.
Speaking of like the friends that you're with now and everything,
Mhm.
what would you say is like the ups and downs? So like the pros and cons of living with friends.
Um, I don't. Hmm. Cons would probably be like, um, sometimes people are allowed in the house, but I mean, what do you expect with a house full of either retired streamers or people that do still stream? You can't tell them not to be loud when they're streaming and they're playing games or scary games as well. And that's just like how we are as prison, when it comes to house being messy, that's a con. We
Hmm.
sometimes don't clean after ourselves, but who does it sometimes? We always have to be on each other's asses. That's a pro to me. Is we're always on our asses about things like money wise. You gotta do this, and that pushes you to do better.
Yeah,
And then with cleaning as well, like you want to be able to live in a clean house. That's what pushes each other to strive better. And I think that I don't think there's much cons, I'd say, living with them, but more pros into living with them. Like there's a lot of memories. There's a lot of that. What's the word? That's not value. It's another word for value.
like with your friends.
Yeah, like core memories that you that when we're living here, we always have like a lot of good core memories.
Yeah, and you've become a family pretty much,
Yeah.
like even more than friends. Yeah,
hmm So not I wouldn't say like there's pros and cons to living with friends. It's more of pros and learning about each other.
yeah,
Like there would be times where like we don't get along, but we'll that's I mean, it's like relationships. We don't we wouldn't get along sometimes, but we come back stronger.
good point. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're gonna talk a little bit more about like friendships and everything, but we're gonna dive deep specifically towards Twitch. We've talked about it before. We got like a little gist of what your Twitch journey has been like. Um, a recap. So since you've moved to SoCal, you got more busy. You basically stopped streaming. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, talk about why you stopped streaming and what's your mindset about it now and like your involvement in the community.
Um well, one of the reasons why I stopped streaming is because one of them is being I'm busy a lot. I work two jobs, one with special needs kids and then another with Disney. And sometimes I work doubles and wouldn't have the time to stream as much as I used to. Um, Sometimes I'm really tired mentally and physically to the point where I just want to be able to relax and chill at home and listen to music or play games if I can. But sometimes I don't even have time to play games because I just want sleep. um, but there are times where I do want to go back into streaming. Whenever I have the free time, like the other day, I had some free time to stream. Um, there is also another reason why I have to stream. It's because I put my Twitch stream into a business for my taxes, so it wouldn't affect paying taxes that much. If you know what I'm saying.
Okay, for tax
So
purposes, got it.
yeah, if you don't know, now you know. If you're owing a lot of money into taxes, put your Twitch as a business, and then tell them like you bought camera equipment, lighting, games, new mouse pad, like all the stuff that
All for
you can list
streaming.
off, all
Uh
for streaming. You put as a business, and you don't gotta pay that much. All you gotta pay is like $100.
like
There you go.
deductibles. Okay.
Hmm. As far as Twitch friends and being involved with the community, um, I fell off the face of the earth with a lot of
Hmm.
people, and it's mostly because it's not because I didn't want to be anyone's friend. It's because I'm so busy and mentally drained to the point where I just want to be able to relax and not talk to that many people.
Hmm.
Sometimes when you stream and when you talk to a lot of Twitch people, it drains you. I had a talk with the streamer a long time ago, or not that long ago. Like I'd say like a few months ago, and they were telling me that some of her Twitch people or her Twitch community was like forcing them to stream, and with her being in college, like she gets mentally drained, and I agreed with her. Like you want to be able to have fun with streaming. You want to be able to talk to them and not be mentally drained. Because if you're mentally drained and you're trying to talk to someone in chat and you give an attitude, they're gonna be like, "Who the heck is this person?" You know. So I don't want to be mentally drained and give an attitude to someone that's in chat and then you know lose a potential friend.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. And being involved with the community, I try my best to be involved with the community, but
Hmm.
um, with things with work and being a rave slave, or now turning into a retirement rave slave.
Sure. Yeah.
Fuck you. Anyways, um,
Good points. No, like to add to that, I do agree. I want to say that I see the effort that you do put in to like stop by streams and everything, despite not streaming as much. Because like if we're going back in time, right? In the very beginning, both of us were like we were streaming a lot and we were
yeah,
putting in a lot of time to be in other people's chats, right? So that was like a huge gateway and opportunity to like meet so many like new friends, mutuals, and to like keep in touch. But then like as life went on, it's been super busy now. Like you moved, you have two jobs, you got a relationship, you're doing all these things, touching grass. I'm working again back in the office, so I'm way more busy. So I
yeah,
feel that like being able to commit that amount of time is not possible anymore.
hmm,
So at least for me, I'm just trying to stream here, but I do feel bad because it's hard to keep in touch with everyone. So I don't even like I barely talk in streams anymore. So the
yeah.
fact that you're able to do that, so you're like on the opposite end where you're not streaming as much, but you're still talking in people's like chats and everything. It's like there's limitations and I feel for you on that, but I'm glad that you're still trying.
I try to catch up with a lot of people in the Twitch community, like all the people that I always used to stop by their streams and
Yeah.
like say what's up. I try to stop by at least one to two a night if I'm not too tired and like catch up with them, see how they're doing, and hope they're doing well. Because at the end of the day, you know, you don't want someone to be not feeling well,
Hmm.
and then you know you can bright their day up by saying, "Oh, I hope you've been doing well," and stopping by their stream. What if their day it hasn't been well?
Yeah.
It's only one chat away for
Facts.
making their day well.
Yeah, Yeah, honestly, like for those who are watching too, it really means a lot. Like even if people lurk, if you even like type one thing, if you chat, it just it shows a lot, maybe more than you'd imagine. But just speaking as like a streamer, it kind of shows that you guys care in a way. So I understand what he's saying about that. Plus, people could like be going like through something that you just don't know of. You made a good point where you don't want to stream with like a bad mind state or mental state because you could burst or something could happen and you could
Mhm.
like rub people the wrong way. But then sometimes you just stream because you stream, and whenever your friends like come through, even if you haven't seen them in such a long time, it's very important.
Mhm.
It hits home. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying that food. Grubbing.
It's pretty good. I'm not gonna
Good, good.
lie.
Eat up, man. Eat like a king. Okay, so continuing talking about like streaming and everything. Um, where do you see yourself like when it comes to streaming in the future? Like, do you feel like you would eventually want to pick it up more and just stream more, or like, do you have future plans for it in general?
um, I do want to pick it up. Um, it's gonna take some time in figuring out my schedule because recently this new job that I got with working special needs kids, this company has been really bad in a sense where they're putting me on like a sub list and I'm basically on call. So I'm not working every single day anymore. So I'm trying to figure that out before I can work out a stream schedule. But in reality, I do want to work out a stream schedule, like maybe weekends. Do like a weekend stream in the morning before I go into work with Disneyland, because I usually when I work at Disneyland, I work late nights from like 6 to 3 or 4 in the morning, depending on if they close late or not, right? So it's either I stream really, really late at the night after work, or I stream in the morning where I get some sleep and be able to stream again with and talk to people. But usually when you're streaming, a lot of people are on during the DGen hours, like the from like the 6 p.m. to the like 2 or 3 a.m. That's when
Yeah.
usually everyone's on, and I would like to be able to stream those times because I want to be able to see all my friends again, you know,
Hmm.
and talk to them, be able to talk to them and catch up with all of them.
Those were the good days. Being able to degen,
Oh yeah,
stream the
that was pretty
unholy
crazy.
hours, and there would be so many of us like online. I'm sure there still are, but I just don't know like anymore.
And all the group podcasts we used to do.
Yeah, yeah, true, true. Okay, so little segue here. I'm curious to know more about like your job, specifically Disney, right?
Hmm.
Talk about what it's like actually working at Disney and what your mindset was like. Did you have any expectations versus how it's actually going for you?
I expected it to actually be fun and like a good environment,
Okay.
but working there, as Eileen knows,
Uh-huh.
it could sometimes get a little frustrating because of who or what types of people work there. You know, you have like the really lazy people that don't do any work,
Yeah.
and then you have the people that disappear for the almost half their shift
What
and
do you
never
do
come back.
specifically?
I work as a dishwasher on Main Street
Oh,
at
so you're in the back.
yeah, so I'm in the back, but I whoever like whoever visits Disneyland and wants to come say hi, I can basically go on a pee break and then go say hi. But
Okay.
you know, you like, I would say it's cool working there only because there's some cool people that you actually meet working there,
Uh-huh.
and you meet like a bunch of people that rave or
Oh,
people
okay.
that are into the things that you are into. You know,
Yeah.
like I've met, let's see, I met this guy um during one of my shifts, and he was also into cars. And I asked him like, what is your ideal dream to do instead of not working this, right? And he said that he wants to be a mechanic working with cars. And I was like, oh, so what's your dream car? And he said like it's one of the new Toyota cars. I don't remember what he said, but
Uh-huh.
it was one of the new Toyota cars. And I was like, oh, because my dream car is an Acura NSX. And then we started talking a lot about cars, and then basically your that shift went like that. It just
Went
I
by.
looked at the time. It literally went by until closing,
You got me
and I
just
was like,
imagining you just doing the dishes next to some dude and then just talking about cars and then just like that, it's over.
yeah. I'd say it like depending on how it is working at Disney. If it's really busy and we're slammed, like time really goes by fast.
Yeah.
Um, when it's slow and you got nothing to do, it goes really slow. But that's what I like about Disneyland as well, is like it fluctuates. Like sometimes it'll be slow to where you can at least have like break in between from working really hard, and then it
Mm-hmm.
gets really busy to where like time goes by really fast.
Yeah.
And I'd say as well, um, working there, I've gotten a lot of compliments with like my leads and everything, and it kind of surprised me because a lot of people that work there, I'd expect them to, work pretty hard and to, make sure that it's never busy
Yeah.
at but like they said to me, the lead, this specifically word for word said, I've never seen a worker made sure that made sure that it wasn't busy
Uh-huh.
until we met you, because you've never made the backside busy at all. Every time you work, every coworker that has worked with me has always has
Praised you.
always said, like, not praised me, but said like, this guy really hustled today and he carried the team. And I was like, man, I'm just here to do my job. That's it.
So modest.
I'm just here to do my job and get out.
Okay, hold up. So this whole time, I had no idea what you're doing at Disneyland. You're telling me I'm now that I know what you're doing, I'm imagining you go into Disney just to be in the back doing dishes. That's what you're doing.
Yep.
Damn, I was imagining you being like in one of those cute little outfits outside, just like waving
Okay.
at
Okay,
all
buddy.
these like all
Okay.
these people that come into Disney, like trying to have like the best time of their life, and you just greeting them and shit. But you're in the back doing dishes. Fuck. Are you sure you're actually getting the whole Disney experience? I know you have like perks and benefits and stuff, but like, damn, you just don't want to talk to people, huh?
No, I
I
really don't.
guess.
From like experiences,
And stories.
or from stories, like I heard the guests can be a little mean at you, and I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, because you might
Like,
snap or something.
I already snapped at one of the coworkers. I don't want to snap at a guest, or else I get
Okay.
fired. So.
Damn, happiest place. Gotta act fake. Wow, took me by
But
surprise there, but I'm glad you like it though. I totally understand. Like you could be doing that anywhere. Like it doesn't have to be Disney, but no,
yeah,
as long as you're happy in a happy place.
I mean, I think so. After I think May, that's when I could transfer out of that place and work somewhere else. And I plan to transfer, but it depends if um that spot is open for you,
But
and
what
then you
would
have
you
to
want to
get a
do?
re-interview. I it depends. I kind of want to do go into security because I seen all the security guards over there and
And you
they
feel
on
like
their
you could do it?
phones.
Okay.
No, they do security worse than
Oh.
like it's kind of bad. Like someone could steal and then a
Oh.
security guard wouldn't notice. That's how bad it
Okay, don't expose Disney. Relax, relax. Okay.
is.
Disney security, top notch. They're the best.
Yeah, yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
for
they protect while keeping it a happy place, happy fun
sure.
place.
Sure, sure.
Okay. Anyways, asking for a friend, Michelle. Objectively, are there cute staff employees for potentially Michelle?
Um, if you like 18-year-olds.
Okay, never mind. I take that question back. Let's move on. So, so that's Disney. Very cool. I hope you continue being happy while you're there. Yeah, work is work, and I know you're a hardworking guy. All right, switching gears, going back let's go towards like friends and Twitch and everything, right? So, um, you've met a lot of people. You've been on many like personal like Twitch adventures, as I'd call it, like Twitch meetups and everything.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite thus far? Like favorite meetup or like something with just the whole group?
I have to think. There was a lot.
Absolutely, and you might not even remember all of them.
There was Millennium 21.
That will always be the first
Um,
and special place moment.
then there was after Millennium 21, right? There was Canada, no? After that,
Oh yeah. Oh my
when we went to
goodness.
Canada.
Dude, I forgot I hung out with you in Canada. Yeah.
After that, there was EDC 22.
Ooh, good times.
And then after that, there was TwitchCon, right? Am I missing another?
Yes. I mean there was TwitchCon. I don't
Was it?
remember you going, like you didn't do as much, right?
I didn't go into TwitchCon, but I
Yeah.
went for that one day to San Diego to hang out with people, and then went back to all the way to OC and hung out with more Twitch people.
Yeah. And then you drove Nathan, I remember.
Yeah. Am I missing one? I feel like I'm missing one.
uh did you didn't do a countdown, right? Oh,
No, I didn't do countdown.
it's possible that something might be missing, but you had a fair
There's
share of like meetups, and plus, since you're living down there, there's like a lot of meetups.
oh yeah, the EDC 23. I think we had a Korean barbecue night as well as around one night. I think I would say my favorite, and it still holds a special place in my heart, is Millennium 21.
Why
Because
is that?
it's because it takes a lot to travel from Washington, fly all the way out to the Bay,
Oh, another state, yeah.
and meet random people you met just a couple months ago. Like you never know. They might be serial killers. They might be they might leave you stranded on the side of the street and steal your stuff. But
Real.
or they could have put in your butt, like Wilson did. Anyways,
Okay, he went off script there. So what the fuck?
um, but it holds a special place in my heart because during that time I was going through it, a really deep, hard time
Mm,
with a breakup. Um, that's when I met you for the first time, and I met everyone else that was a part of that, and was able to rave with my first ever um, EDM artist that I went to. My first EDM artist was Millennium 2017.
mhm.
So to be able to go back and rave again to Millennium with new friends, making new core memories, it it's something. That's why it's something special. Um, to this day, I'm still friends with Tommy, still friends with everyone. Um,
Most.
mostly everyone. Um, and most of them were still pretty close. Some of them, like, we talk here and there, but it still is a core memory because the amount of all those songs that he played on that album, what it definitely hit me.
Yeah.
And to spend that album live with friends that I knew that I could talk to about and cry on someone's shoulder about it was definitely a core memory for me. And I got to see Wilson
Facts.
shirtless for the first time.
Um. Anyway, so what I was gonna say, I agree that that was a very special moment. Like you said, we all put in the time and effort to actually like have an Airbnb and to like meet up. Bunch of strangers on the internet who we got to know more and more over time. But the difference is like compared to today, it's the fact that this was like the very first one,
Yeah.
right? So we're pretty fresh on Twitch. Um just getting the hang of it, like the flow and understanding of like how close you could actually get with people or become with like these strangers from all over the place. And then
Mhm.
to like make that full commitment and to like interact in person, it was just very eye opening, and it was just like opening like a can of worms. It was very surreal. It took a lot of like it just it hit so hard that even like up until today, I feel like now I'm taking it more so for granted because I'm so used to it. Like I'm so
Mhm.
used to like meeting up with Twitch people now and just having all these hangouts, and I'm like blessed. But then that first time was just like holy shit, like things like this can happen and has always happened. But for it to
Mhm.
be like with such a solid group of people to go to like an event together to eat like every day and hang out at the house, like drink up. I even vlogged the moment to like capture the memories, so it's definitely core memories. Yeah, it
Mhm.
was like it was beautiful. It's like having a firstborn. Not that I would know like what it's like to have a firstborn, but it's just
Are you sure?
damn. Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
telling us
I'm
something,
positive.
Wilson, huh?
I'm 100%. Yeah. So, kind of straying away from that might be a little bit more of like a touchy subject and stuff. You talked about how like you still do kind of keep in touch with them here and there, but I know like we're talking about on the inside, right? Like I know like people don't get along and sometimes friendships end
Yeah,
or people just like distance themselves for whatever reason, right?
yeah.
Certain like relationships don't last forever. How did you kind of like get through those fallouts? And you could talk about it as specifically as you want, but I feel like it's really important because these were like really like close friends and we were all like such a solid group, even
Yeah.
like started something together. But yeah, talk on that, like your whole thought process.
Um, I just went whatever happens. Um, like there was a lot of drama between the people that I had a fallout with, and you know, sometimes I wish it didn't happen. but we all are humans, and that's how life goes. I just let it be and didn't say anything. I I didn't want to like make it any worse than it could be. Like, how Twitch drama can get out on Twitter and everyone will know how this and that or so and so did this and that. I didn't want to, like have that exploit on internet and be there forever. So at the end of the day, I just was like, okay, well, I wish them well. Whatever happens with their life, I hope they're well and they're doing good. And that's it. I just went on with my life because at the end of the day, you can't baby them. You can't baby your friends. You can't, you know, try to hold on or force them to still be your friends forever. They if they go, they go. That's on them. And as life goes on, like you start to realize like you just make new friends. You reconnect with them. You try to reconnect with them. Um, and you just go on with your life, whether it's work, whether it's still streaming. It it's really hard to leave behind a past with really good core memories, but that's why they're core memories,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you could look back to them and be like, damn, we really did this all together. We
Real.
we went and moved. Like it doesn't matter whether they're still friends or not, if they still hate you or not, or if you don't like them anymore. You look back to all the good memories of when you guys were friends
Hmm.
and realize like, damn, we did this together.
Yeah. Well said. Well said. I'm gonna definitely talk on that. Guys, thank you for being here, by the way. Emmy, Christian, Raya, everyone. I appreciate y'all. This is the podcast episode 7, Chat with Wilson, featuring chillxvp. We're going down memory lane right now, talking about our like first experiences hanging out together, as a group, like a squad from Twitch, basically. There's been many like hangouts and everything. Time goes on. To add to that, previously I did have an episode where I talked about friendships, so I'm just gonna address like certain things I mentioned because this definitely relates to it. I feel like I've become very, like, I'm always appreciative of my friends, and like you said, these core memories are will always hold like a special place, or I'll always hold a special place in my heart. Like whenever we have these meetups and stuff, especially the first ones. But like people in reality, like you just grow apart and
Yeah,
things happen. People don't get along. There's fallouts. Whether, like you said, whether or not you still like them or however it is between you, I'm sure you're wishing them well always. I feel like I've become very desensitized because from my experience being on Twitch, because Twitch is just online, because relationships are relationships. It's like all real, right? I've
yeah,
seen many fallouts and experienced like a lot of like groups breaking up. Just people could be cool and besties one day, for example, and then the next week they won't fuck with each other or won't talk to each other, and
yeah,
someone eventually like leaves the group for whatever reason. Just it's crazy to think, but it's just the reality of it. People come and go, and time will always just go on, and it's up to you to decide how you want to like live through that. So it's
yeah,
like everyone like in chat, for example, like you guys are here today, but who knows, we might not talk like 1 year from now, 2 years down the line. That's crazy. But then there's also like those moments where you might disconnect for a bit and you might reconnect in the future. Like I feel like there's been times where like either you and I were like too busy and we haven't talked to each other in like a few months. But
I was 22. 22. We did not talk to each other for a couple of months, and then did talk to each other a couple months, and then it would be on
mhm.
and off because we were always so busy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's like we still were able to reconnect whenever like just
Hmm.
things of that nature. I feel like it's crazy and who knows. I hope we will keep in touch to you and everyone and we'll always be close no matter what happens cuz sometimes people just go on their own path in life.
Yeah,
Um like luckily for us we have a lot of common interests and we still talk to the same people, which is probably why we're connected.
yeah.
Like streaming, raving, all the friends in SoCal for example. Like you would visit, I would visit. Yeah, but it's not the case for a lot of other people.
Hmm.
So always wishing them well, and it's sad, but again, it's just the reality of it. You can't really dwell upon all that.
Hmm.
So yeah, um, well said. We'll move on from there. And again, thank you guys for being here, Froggy, Boba. Appreciate y'all. If you guys got to lurk, do what you got to do. Okay, so since you've been through all of this, like lots of friendships, you've made even more. We'll talk about raving for sure, right? There's different levels of Twitch friends, whether you or not you keep in touch with them. You've lost friends. You have like a rave house with friends. Um, what have you learned throughout this like entire process? How has that helped you grow?
With friends.
Yeah, like going through all these friendships and like relationships, especially
Um,
now that you're like in a new setting and new life, independently living with friends.
um, I'd say I learned not to be too picky with friends. Like choose who I want to hang around with and who I don't want to hang around with. There's times where I it depends on which setting, on who I do want to hang out with and who I don't. And that's because like what if one person doesn't like another person, or this person hates that other person, right? So I make sure that like no one hates each other when we're all hanging out. When it also changed me with, you always have to be open, um meeting new people. Like you're not gonna meet new people just being closed off and like talk to them on a regular basis, right? It takes some time to get to know them, and it took some time for me to get to know a lot of people and to put my life at trust with them. Like that one night at the club that we never speak of ever again. Um,
I wasn't there, right?
no, you weren't there.
Yeah, we're
It
talking about
was
like when you were found.
we never speak of that ever. Shut the fuck up, Wilson.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Hey, you had a good time. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I definitely did. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Um, I it depends on also who you hang out with, because you don't want to hang out with someone that isn't interacting with you, that isn't interacting with the friend group. You want to be able to all have fun together. Do this, like if you go out and go to like round one or to a club,
Hmm.
you don't want to be like, I don't like this person because they're not doing this and they're not doing that. You want to be able to have fun with everyone, and that's where like um bringing each other's energy comes up. You always like, if one person can bring another person's energy up, then the whole group's energy will go up, and that's what I like to do. Is have whenever I hang out with people, is I always want everyone's energies to come up, so explode and have a good time with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's all. What I learned is that when I hang out with groups, always have fun because you never know what will happen the next day.
Yeah.
You'll live your day by day with the people that you're with.
Sick. All right. Spitting knowledge right there.
Mhm.
What's up, Eileen, Jack, Saber? Appreciate you guys for being here. What's up? What's up? I definitely see that. Would you say you're like two questions? One, how do people how do people get close to you? Like how would people just like become close friends, right? Not like
Mhm.
acquaintances, and to like kind of fit in that friend group to you, like specifically with you, right? It doesn't have to
Mhm.
like be like you merging people into like your group and all that, right? So
Yeah.
how do people get close to you? And two, do you feel like you're a low maintenance type of friend, or how would people like, stay close to you over time if you guys are doing different things?
Um. Don't be weird. I
I,
met a lot of people. So I met some people within, like groups, or not rave groups, but like in the rave community where they would walk up to me and like give me the look and dance weird, and then they'd be like, "Hey," and I'm like, I feel uncomfortable. Yeah, it's happened, Wilson.
okay, we're talking about
Pretty.
so this is very specific. This is like raving stuff. Got you, got you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, if it's outside of rave, like, you just have to strike a conversation with
So how
someone,
about on Twitch
right?
then?
On Twitch, yeah, it's same thing with Twitch and like in general is like have a conversation and get to know each other one on one first, right? And then when it comes to hanging out and merging groups, that will all determine on that one on one get to know each other talk.
Okay.
Because I can't just bring someone in to a group and then they do the opposite of what they told me. We have to hang out on a like a in a different group setting where it's like me, Eileen, my in the rave house first before going into hanging out with other groups of friends. So in reality, it all determines on how that person acts and if they either are using me to get it to people to talk to or using me to, like just to hang out and get rides. Because that's something that I don't like is being used for rides and being used to get to people. Like,
Okay. Pet peeves or
yeah,
red flags. Red flags.
for some people they wouldn't care, but for me it's like my group of friends are like I care for them a lot. And if someone were to use me to get to someone, then I would drop them off the face of the earth because that is no for me. But if for example, if it was a girl trying to get close to me to talk to you, then of course I'd be a wingman for you,
These are very specific examples you're coming up with. Wow.
or or if at a rave, they're like
Hey, we're
they're
not talking
like
about raving yet. Okay, okay. So let me summarize what you're basically saying. So you're saying that you just don't want to be used as a friend for like whatever reason. Yeah. That's like that's what I got out of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, like used for like connections or used for like rides and stuff, like tangibles. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's real. Okay.
Um,
Let me give you a real example then.
mhm,
Say I just met you. We had this conversation, right?
mhm.
Say we go on our different paths. I don't talk to you for like 5 years. Would we would you think there's like a way for us to be close, or would you consider us close? And if so, be specific as to how we would be close. I'm giving you a lot of blanks with this scenario just to see like your way of thinking.
Okay. So if it's like 5 years and like we haven't talked ever since then, right?
Yeah.
I'd give it time. And if we talk a lot or like on weekly or daily basis, then I would. Okay.
Special guest.
Okay.
Special guest with the special
Okay.
guest.
Okay.
It was. Aww.
Hey, don't be
Okay.
nervous. Be yourself. Go.
Okay, I won't stop bothering you. That's all I want.
Anyways, it takes time to like consider a close someone a close friend, right? If it's 5 years, I would give it time. Sorry, my train of thought lost because of the.
I know, I get it, but hey, shout outs to them for getting you tasty. You literally just finished a drink, by the way, bro. Okay, I'm not judging, but I'm just surprised.
I lost my train of thought.
It's okay. I'm basically asking, would we still be close, or how would we still be close? Like 5 years from now, if we don't talk at all.
I mean, like, if we have like a connection back then,
Yeah.
5 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
then time wouldn't matter. Like you could, for some people, it's like it takes time to reconnect, but if the connection is that close, then time wouldn't matter, and we would continue where we left off.
Oh, okay, that's what I was looking for. If you thought like that, okay.
From where we were talking, right? I have like a lot of friends that I haven't talked for in a while, and I continue a conversation with them like we haven't, or we talked like literally yesterday, but it literally has been like a year, couple months, a year.
So that's super valuable. Those type of friendships, I would say.
Opening this.
So another real example. Yeah, shout outs to Will. He said, okay, never mind, we don't have to talk about that. So this is a makeup scenario, right? Don't think too much about it. Say we don't talk for 7 years. How about that? Me and you 7 years we haven't spoken at all, but you know what we've been through in the past, blah blah blah, right? But 7 years is a long time. You have to consider, like, not talking. It could be awkward, whatnot, and you're getting married. Am I going to be invited?
Of course.
You really think so?
If it's 7 years that we haven't talked and we still hold a friendship so deep, even though we haven't talked in 7 years, of course I would invite someone that I still consider a close friend, even if we haven't talked in 7 years, because at the end of the day, you know, it as I said before, like, to pick up a conversation where we left off, even if it's been so long years, you know, of course you'd still be considered my close friend.
Like, you would think that you could be like, who did I talk to 7 years ago? Oh, there's this guy, Wilson. I'll invite him.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
It depends on if they want to go, you know. Well, Wilson, do you want to go?
Yeah, but you would send the invitation. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm trying to think realistically for me, right? There's friends that I've loved to death back then, but I haven't spoken to them. There might be some sort of awkwardness and stuff, but like, I would think for me, I would just be very selective about who I choose to invite for the wedding and stuff, because 7 years is a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. I appreciate the thought. There's definitely no bias. What if you had only like a limited number of invites, and within those 7 years you've gotten like closer to a lot of people, but maybe not as close as we were back then. Like, how would you kind of like do the inviting?
I'd still invite someone that I've known longer than someone that I have
Been
started
close to
getting
recently?
Yeah, recently, because a lot of more memories and a lot of more, moments that we had deep, or like lowest to highest points, deep connections that we had, are more into a longer friendship than a recent friendship. So I would invite someone that I haven't talked to in years rather than someone that I recently met,
Mm-hmm.
because that sort of event is special. And why would I invite people that I recently met when I have friends that I've known longer,
Yeah.
or like closer friends that I have known longer.
Okay. Interesting. Just like picking at your brain right now. Let me throw you like an even bigger curveball. Right. So we'll keep it 7 years from now. You're getting
Yeah.
married. Right? Would you invite Eileen to the wedding?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Wilson, you really trying to get you're really trying to get me to get slapped right now, huh?
I just wanted to see how you would answer that. Oh, what's up, Eileen, by the way?
She's very nice to me.
We could see her we could see her reaction. I literally see her in the mirror. I'm just kidding. Okay. That was a little tease. Anyways. Okay. Moving on. You know? Just gotta make it lighthearted at times.
Yeah.
All right, so I know you definitely value your friends for sure. Like, that's no question. All right, let's transition to, instead of Twitch, it's like more of like your modern day like friends that you've made. You were really good at making friends on Twitch. Like, for sure. You keep in touch with so many people, and now it's kind of transitioned to IRL because you're not on Twitch as often. You've been going to all these raves and stuff. You've made like new friends. Yeah, just talk about that journey, what it's been like, and where you're at today, and just like your overall thoughts about making friends like on Twitch and now like in SoCal.
I'm not gonna lie, I met someone on Valorant and they gaslit me to go to Atelians, and I was like, fuck, do I go? Do I not go? So I just said fuck it and went. And she could have been a serial killer or someone that would have robbed me or something. But I just took the chance and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna just go and see if I can hang out with all of her and her friends. And after that, after that day, I think I had a really, really fun time, minus all the stuff that happened after the event. But that's nothing to be said on stream.
That was the same night.
It was the same night.
Damn, what, that is hell of a first impression.
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting first impression. And then after that, right, this was like after hanging out with them for one night. After that, they hit me up while I'm doing laundry. They're like, "So Audion, you want to go to Audion, right?" I was like, I don't really like house that much, but and I don't have money, so the only way you could get me to go is if someone buys me a ticket or something."
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, "All right, hold on." Ends the call. 10 minutes later, you're going to Audion. I was like, "What? What the hell? What do you mean?" And they were like, "Check your phone right now," and it's a ticket to Audion. I was like, "Oh my god, these guys."
Amazing friends.
But after that, it just I met a whole bunch of people, IRL, and we became close friends. Like within a few months. It's been like we've known each other for a long time. But with Twitch, um, making friends with Twitch people, it would be harder for me to now, only because it's been such a long time since I've been on Twitch, and like it's not easy back then where like you could just pop by their stream and say like hi, yeah, hello. Now everyone's more cautious because of all the stuff that's been happening with Twitch, like drama. This person said this person is not that good as a friend, and this person, like it's pretty hard to make friends on Twitch nowadays because of that.
Mhm.
And like for some of the communities that aren't like that, is like that's where I like the most, like the community for them, is because like those communities are more friendlier. Some communities are like really mean, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like, to put it straightforward, they're like mean and like to themselves and to their own friend groups.
So more like exclusive.
Yeah, they're more
Yeah.
exclusive. And those type of like Twitch streamers that are more exclusive, it's pretty hard to be friends with them, only because like they don't want to talk to you, or they don't want to get to know you. Like that's why I steer away from those type of people as much as possible, because those are not the type of friends that I would want to be friends
Yeah.
with. Because if they're only exclusive to a certain friend group, then I'd rather not show those friends into my close friend group.
Yep. No, I get that. Oof. Talk a little bit about that. By the way, do you have like air like blowing on your mic or something?
My PC.
Because all of a sudden I hear like little muffled static noises from your
Here, hold on.
from your mic.
Let me do this real quick.
That's just Eileen. No. Okay. While you fix that, so just to talk on what he was saying, just made me like want to address this too. That it's true that there is like streams out there where it may feel very exclusive, because that's just like their community, it might be out of the streamer's control, or it depends on how they address it and stuff. But I get that, like it feels easier to talk to certain streamers versus others for whatever reason. Maybe like, for example, chat's not as pop-in, so you could get that one-on-one conversation with the streamer, or the people in chat are just like super welcoming and it would be easy to like get to know the streamer and chat. Like even for my chat, it could be discouraging to like talk realistically. Like I'm so grateful to have so many friends, but like we could see the mod wall, for example. You see all these damn green swords, because I don't even think of it as like moderators and stuff. I just do it for like the hell of it, and plus I trust these guys. But for those who don't speak a lot in my chat, for example, like I appreciate you guys for being here, and just know that you can, like, even if it's not on like my channel, you guys could always reach out to me. Like whenever my friends message me, like I always respond. So you guys can message me on Discord, Instagram, whatever. Like even if we're not close, like I'm willing, I'm open. It's always open doors for me. That's why I like to host these things and like give opportunities for people to like come together, or just to like be a part of something. But then like if it's like a one-on-one thing, you guys could always reach out to me. So yeah. And don't take Twitch friend as like a bad thing. I feel like that's just very realistic of how the introduction was. Like when I meet people, I do address people as like Twitch friends versus like IRLs, because that's like legit, and that helps people understand how you meet people. So like if I was like walking down the street with Chill and we make new friends, and they would be like, oh, how do you guys know each other? I'd be like, oh, he's a Twitch friend, I met him on Twitch and we became super close friends. Yeah, stuff like that. All right, so good point.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's way better.
Okay.
Did you just flip
Alright.
like Will off or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck you, Will.
I figured that I was towards him. That's love right there. Okay, so yeah, good point on the friends. Nice to have like the updates. Let's move on to significant others. Yeah, just a little bit. I know we can't really like talk on too much. I rather not talk a lot about the past anyways while your amazing current girlfriend is next to you. Okay. So, let me ask you these specific questions. Realistically speaking, how much Riz do you have?
Okay, buddy.
You don't have to be modest.
Uh-huh.
Let's hear it. What kind of Riz do you have? What would you rate it 1 through 10?
I give it like 5. Maybe less.
So you're saying you only needed 5 or less to get Eileen.
No.
So it should be higher then, right? Ooh, yes. Talk about how it happened then after you answer. Okay, so it's a 5. Okay.
In my personal opinion,
Yes.
I don't got Riz. Okay, I just like said hi, hello, you're cute. Do you want to go on a date sometime? That's it.
Wait, how'd you find her? Was it through like dating apps or IG or what?
It was through dating apps.
Okay, so that was your first message. Basically like a compliment, like right away.
Well, technically, it wasn't through a dating app. You know, she didn't message me on it, so I went on her Instagram and like messaged her on Instagram, and then she responded back to me. So she's kind of mean. She's kind of mean, you know.
No, people sometimes just don't check certain apps, so you put in the extra effort.
That is true.
Gotta give you props for that. So do you feel like you have more spoken Riz or unspoken Riz?
Spoken,
Okay.
I'd say. Back then, maybe unspoken,
Uh-huh.
but now I'd say spoken.
Okay, so now let's continue. Talk about the story of how you met Eileen and got together and everything and where you're at now.
So I took her on a date, right? I thought it was her house, but I guess it was
You said her what?
her mom's house.
Okay.
Yeah, so apparently, like, she was like, I could have been a serial killer, you know, I could have killed you, I could have taken your car.
How long did you talk before initiating that first date?
How long was that? Like a couple days? Like, yeah, like a couple days. We were talking, and then we were trying to figure out when she's free because she was working 3 jobs at a time. So like we figured out a day. I think I took that day off to go on a date with her. And we went to Griffith Park. Griffith Park. And we were
Okay.
supposed to go like to this grassy field, and then I realized there's no grass in this park at all. It was all dust and sand. So after that, we drove all the way back down to Long Beach area, and we spent the rest of our date at Newport Beach. And I had like the blanket, and the sun was setting, so it was a little romantic, you know. And we just talked on that date, so getting to know each other, like getting to know like our past relationships and where we stand with relationships. Figured out that we both want a relationship at the same time, and we were serious about it. So from then, um, we continued and went on talking, and I think we went out again for food. And at the same time, trying to get her to go to Slander with me for day one, because I supposedly had a wedding, but at that time I had a car accident, so I couldn't go to that wedding because I'd had to fly out to Washington for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to invite her to the wedding as well while we were talking.
Old.
And she was like, I'll see about it. I'm kind of busy right now.
In the reality, she's like, this guy's
Busy.
fucking crazy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then we didn't even get to see each other at Slander. She was busy.
I
with other
remember
things,
you telling me that.
Yeah, she was busy with other things,
My god, even I got to see you.
You said yourself you were gonna come to the front.
Yo, she's straight up fact checking you and everything. Okay.
Anyways, so after Slander, I asked her if she was gonna go to Nocturnal and if she wanted to go with me, and she said she was down. Right. This was when we were still talking, barely like a month in, and we went to Nocturnal together with the group that I go with to raves now, and I think from then we just go to raves and go on cute dates from time to time because we're me and her are both really busy people. We work 2 jobs and we don't have much time to go on as much dates, but we try to go as much dates as we can. After that, after Nocturnal, um, we started just wanting to go to raves more together, right? And there's just so it was escape week, and I was planning this thing where I was gonna ask her to be my girlfriend at one of the sets for a Slander set, right? And I made her a perler, and I kind of like moved it to the side because it was in the way of my desk. so she was like, "What was that? What was that? Did I see?" She was like, was that a Stitch perler I saw?" Because she really likes Stitch, right? So I guess like the fuck out of her to making sure she didn't see it was a Stitch perler, and to make sure she didn't know it was a Stitch perler. And then while we were at Slander, the whole time, me and Will were waiting for him to play Superhumans because I wanted to ask Eileen to be my girlfriend during Superhumans because of the lyrics. And it was kind of annoying us because it he didn't play it till the very motherfucking end.
Yeah.
Which was surprising because like I'd expect him to play it during like the middle of the set or the beginning of the set, but no, he played it at the very, very end. Very, very end.
Damn, you guys had to really pay attention then.
Yeah, we were we were like ears out, everything.
Uh-huh.
And then that's when we heard it, that's when I was like, oh, it's time. So I told him to get the perler out of my back or my hydro pack because I try to hide it from Eileen as much as possible. Good thing she didn't see it. But that's when I asked her that time, and that's why every time that song comes up, it's it's me and her song,
Yeah.
And from then on, so now the official date is 10/27/2023. Official
Nice.
date. After that, we just go on more raves together
Hmm.
and try to go on more dates. And then I guess from then on, she still has to know her place of my boyfriends. With Wilson and Steven and Gary, they're the top priority of my boyfriends.
Damn, that's so crazy that it took you to like get a girlfriend to then have boyfriends after. What is this? I don't remember you having boyfriends before this relationship, by the way. So this is interesting.
Um,
You're really
you know,
growing.
you know, um, sometimes you have to assert the dominance of your boyfriends. You know, through time they just grow. We just grow together, and then next thing you realize is, damn, we kind of kissing each other's cheeks in the parking lot when we're drunk.
Yeah. So the last podcast we had, it was always step broges and step bros, but I guess it evolved into boyfriends for you. Growth.
you know, the step bros are now like we created a bond with each other. Like with me and you, we created a bond with each other. Why you're one of my boyfriends.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. So I just want to say I commend you guys for being able to like find a lot of time to like spend with each other, especially since you're both busy people. Very random question, more so towards Eileen, since she's a baby raver and everything. When you asked her to be your girlfriend during Superhuman, did she recognize the song? Did she already know like about that song?
Not really. She doesn't. She's more of a house person than a melodic bass person, but
Huh.
she does listen to some melodic bass people.
Okay.
Did you recognize the song? Yes, she did.
Oh, okay, okay. Just wondering. Because if it was like a random song, I can't imagine what she'd be thinking. She'd be like, why this song? Okay.
That's true. That is true.
All right, so moving on. Other questions. Damn, I'm trying not to like ask questions that would really put you on the spot, but it's just that's a lot of these relationship type of questions.
Mm.
So, you don't specifically have to describe Eileen if you don't want to. I understand why you would, but in general, what would you say your type is? Like physical attractions and personality.
Hmm. Eileen, Eileen, and Eileen.
That's a name.
Sorry, I don't want to. I don't want to get killed on stream or anything.
Okay. Political answer. All right. How about this? How about this? What's your love language? Or like I guess you're the top one.
I would say quality time and physical touch would be
The top two?
my top.
What's the like last one?
Gifts. Whatever the gifts is. I know what the gifts is.
Okay. Here, how about this? Pretend I've never met Eileen before. How would you describe her to me? So, hey, chill, I heard you have a girlfriend. What is she like? What does she look like?
She is the most amazingest person, and she makes my heart go gooey gooey gooey, and
Interesting
makes
sound.
my
Mhm.
my tummy go, and then um when it comes to raves, she's comes to raves, she needs some glasses. She definitely needs some sort of coverage when it comes to that. But overall, fun person.
Okay, there's something. Fun person. I'm imagining that I've never met her before, so what you're describing me is like, it's like all over the place right now. But I got fun person.
She is a very genuine person.
Mm-hmm.
To keep friends, she would fight for their friend.
You're disgusting.
Fuck my screen! You motherfucker!
What just happened?
No! Abuse! Abuse!
Wait, did he at least close the door?
Yes.
Oh, that's respectable. Okay.
But yeah.
Wow. Okay, I got some personality. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. I get it. So, on the flip side, though, what are some of like your red flags? Both ways. So, like, what you look out for and your own, if you have any that you think.
Red flags. When she ghosts me for a long period of time.
Okay, it didn't specifically have to be about Eileen, but sure. Okay.
Yeah, that's. I mean, still, when someone ghosts me, that's a really red flag.
Okay. Yes. Valid. Side eye.
When they're keeping secrets, that's a really red flag of mine. A lot of my past has kept secrets, and that's what is like I watch out for the most.
Like secrets that affect you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
All right. How about for you then?
I'm a green flag. How do you talk about? Why did you smirk? That's crazy.
Okay. So. Okay. So you say you have no red flags. Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Awesome.
Why
Awesome.
are you looking at me?
Got it. It's okay. It's your answer. It's your podcast. You're the guest. Okay.
Yeah.
So whatever you say, we're rolling with it.
You don't believe me, Wilson?
No, I believe you. What is there not to believe? I'm not gonna say you have red flags.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a good amount of like the relationship talk and everything. I see. All right, let's transition to a few more things before we get into like the EDM. That's a big one.
All right.
Okay, so for yourself right now, this is more of like a mental and physical health question. What do you think's like your current like biggest struggles? It could be anything.
My biggest struggles are one of them being not having time for the gym anymore. Since I'm working two jobs, it's hard for me to find time for the gym when I'm always so physically drained and tired.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I really like want to go back, but it's hard when I don't have the time to go.
Yeah.
Another one being uh saving money. I'm trying to save money, but I'm getting forced to go to raves as much and paying a lot for that. So that's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um and also finding the time for myself. it's really hard to find the time for myself because not only I'm working the two jobs, I have to you know worry about my bills, worry about rent, car, and making sure the car that I have right now is reliable because I've been struggling with the fact that this car can't stay reliable for at least a week. It literally breaks down on me every single week. But like as of right now, it's driving okay, I'd say. But it's a struggle to having to always put money into that car when I'm trying to save.
Okay.
I think that's the only struggles I have thus so far.
Yeah. Giles, thank you for the raid, by the way. Appreciate you. Hope you had a great stream. Derek, welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you, thank you. Welcome into the podcast chat with Wilson, episode 7, featuring chillxvp. Okay, so those are your personal struggles that you're dealing with right now. How are you like coping like with your frustrations, and like how are you able to like deal with this and move on, would you say?
Um, I just try to live my day every single day slow and not think about it as much. Like as much as it stresses me out with all the stuff that I'm struggling with,
Mm-hmm.
um, I try to live it day by day and take deep breaths and just work up to it. And that's why I have my motivation is though those struggles give me motivation to work more and be able to pay for all of these things.
Yeah. Valid. Take it day by day, guys. Um so looking towards the future, like future goals and stuff, where do you want to be in the future? Like it doesn't matter like how many years, but what's like the ultimate goal for you?
Um, the ultimate goal is to not live paycheck after paycheck,
Yeah.
um, and to be able to have a stable, pretty stable job. um, because with the jobs I have right now, that aren't that stable to where I can make money and not have to look at my bank account. Because every single time I work, I'd always have to look at my bank account first before doing all the things that I want to be able to do,
Mm-hmm.
or doing or paying for the things that I want to be able to pay for. I also want to make my mom move out here and live closer to me
Oh, okay.
so that, I wouldn't have to always travel up to Washington and back for her.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Since we're like close to 30, like 5 more years, 4, 5, 6 more years, have
Wow, way
a,
to round up. Mm-hmm.
you know, I would like to have 5 kids so I could be able to make a Valorant team.
Interesting.
Or a team in general.
Wow,
Um,
5, huh?
yeah, they got to if my prodigy child isn't cracked at a game, then I
Mm-hmm.
also got my other 4. you know,
You're like, all I need is one successful Valorant kid. What the
I just need one successor
hell?
to continue the prodigy. Um, I want to say that also to find a job where I'm not working super super hard, like working my whole body,
Mm-hmm.
because working these two jobs is like putting a toll in my body, and I'm only 24, almost turning 25, and I feel like a 50-year-old, like JB, you know.
Damn, what the? Chibi catching strays. Okay.
You know, like
Okay.
it's getting it's getting pretty pretty bad to where my body isn't handling it pretty well,
Okay.
and I would need like a chiropractor or some sort to help my body, you know,
Mm-hmm.
feel better.
No, I get that. You gotta take care of yourself, man.
Hmm.
Definitely see you always say that you're tired and everything, so please treat yourself. Okay, so that's future goals and everything. I totally forgot to ask this question, so it's from Emmy, from
Yeah,
earlier. Back to like relationships just for a bit. So
yeah.
what was it like introducing Eileen to the rave house, like everyone, and just like your friends? Like, well, what do you think your thought process was at the time, and maybe hers?
Hmm. Hmm. When she walked into the house, like, oh, this is Eileen. This is the girl I'm talking to. The girl I like. And then I think the first time for Will and Saber meeting Eileen
Uh
is
huh.
that she was she was pretty she was pretty sleepy, you know.
Sleepy.
Yeah, she didn't want to come out. She wanted to stay in the room and sleep in the room. And then, after that she hung out with me because I needed to make perlers, and she knocked the fuck out on the couch while me, Saber, and Will were making perlers and yelling at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how about everyone else?
Um well, she was pretty nervous, I'll say.
When
Um
reasonable when you first meet people. Mhm.
she's really nervous around my family as well, cuz she recently met my family. And it's a big, like, when you first meet Asian people's family,
Yeah, big
like
deal.
it's a pretty big deal, right? She was really nervous meeting them, but my mom is pretty chill.
It's good.
Um, she she's not the type to, like, oh, you have to date this certain person or this certain ethnicity. It's like she's like, I think she just does not care anymore. My mom, she's like, go do whatever you want as long as you're safe. That's
Hmm.
that's about it.
Okay, that's
Mm,
nice.
why doesn't she explain to us how it was meeting everyone in
She's
my
saying it in chat. She was nervous. She also got off work and was really tired.
Yeah, but that's with Will and Saber.
Same was the first people I met, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, wasn't it Nocturnal? I met. Wait, when did I meet JB?
I don't know. You tell me. I don't remember. Who was in the car? It was Wilson and JB.
First time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Nocturnal was just first time meeting everyone in the whole group.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
okay,
no,
nocturnal.
the first time you met everyone else from the Twitch side was at Coco's.
What happened at Coco's? Is there some
Because
significance?
your roommate over there decided to get me.
Oh, Coco's, the chicken place.
Yeah.
Where
Remember?
where she played like guess which one's the soju or something?
Feel bad for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
When
That was definitely
elaborate.
Will's fault.
Want to elaborate that, Wilson?
Russian roulette. Okay, so Will somehow gaslit Eileen to play Russian roulette with like soju and waters. So she had to choose like ones to drink, and she's considered quote unquote a lightweight, you know? So it hits hard when you don't drink often, drinking or consuming alcohol.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's just say there was a loser at the game. Anyways, we're gonna wrap things up with some topics or like the EDM topic. All right, man. You talked about how you started in 2017 raving, and
Yeah.
then made a comeback in 2021 when we all hung out together at that Twitch meetup in San Fran.
Mhm.
Okay. So talk about the resurgence, like, because it was like a good while after that trip, right, in 2021, since you
Mhm.
started going again.
Yeah.
So it might have been EDC, correct me if I'm wrong, but then just talk about like how you got back into it and how you felt ever since to like where you're at today.
Let's see. So after um after that Millennium trip, like I craved it more. Right. I
Okay.
wanted to go more, and the friends back then they don't rave, so it's hard for me to go, and I didn't want to go alone. Right. I want to go with people that I love to rave with, and um that's when I like realized like I want to be raving with people or doing the things that I like to do with people that I would like to enjoy it with, right? So after that, after Millennium, I waited around for the next rave because I didn't know any coming up in Washington. So EDC was next, and that was my second time coming back into it,
Same.
and I liked loved it so much, and realized like, damn, I really want to go more and more often. So I started wanting to go after I moved. After I moved to California, I just went back to 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 now.
By choice.
By choice, yeah. At one point I did go alone. I soloed Beyond last year, and it was different. It was definitely a different experience, right? Um,
Like
you
at the
meet a lot of
gorge
people.
or
No, no, no.
oh,
At
oh.
here, over here, SoCal.
Okay.
Um, it was a different experience, like meeting different people that who I didn't even know had connections with. Like I had connections with the people I met beyond with the people that I rave with now, which is crazy, insane. Because like I wouldn't expect the amount of people that went to beyond. I wouldn't expect that those people specifically that I met knew the same people I rave with now that I'm close with.
Hmm.
And I'd say if if you're a guy and you want to go, I'd say solo your first one. Why not? Because you meet the most amazing people while you're raving, and you can enjoy it with new people. And if you don't like that group, go to the next group. You know, there's someone that will take you in, and after that, um, I think the raves started hitting me more, and it started getting to a toll into my body. Like I started realizing what type of music I like in the EDM world. Bass. You
Hmm.
don't know. I'm a bass head, and like if you don't take care of your body and like get a massage or a chiropractor, then you won't. Your body just won't feel good. It will still hurt. and you'll be sore. And it'll take a toll through time. I didn't do that, so I'm definitely trying to re what's the word? Trying to re like try to get my body healthy again because of it.
Yeah, fully recover
Um,
before you just go on more
yeah.
benders.
And then after that, EDC. I traveled a lot with Will, and sometimes solo as well, up to NorCal.
You did.
I went to Elenium. No, I didn't even solo it. I went to Elenium, the throwback set, and the two day tour with Ali, Santi, and Smuckers. And I've never been on a fucking 3-day bender. That it was a different experience, I'll say.
Yeah.
Um uh Never again will that happen. I will never do a 3-day bender like that ever again.
Dude, EDC is literally a 3-day bender.
Yeah, but you think about it. You think about it. We went for the throwback set, and it was supposed to only be the throwback set. Then we went to the day
Uh-huh.
one, and then after that we went to the day two.
And it
I'm
was
like, fuck.
worth.
Yeah, it was worth, yeah, for sure. Only the day two we almost got kicked out. Me, Ali, and Santi.
Hey, you guys made it. You made it to the floor.
Day two, no, we got to the lower level of the seats.
For day 2? What?
Yeah, for day two. For day one, we snuck into the floor.
Oh no, you're okay. I was thinking day 1 was throwback set. That's why.
Oh no.
Okay, so we're literally talking about Chase Center day 1. Okay.
Yeah. I'd say it was worth it to go. Not so much. I'd say it was an alright.
I think the floor is always better though. Like I could agree, even though I didn't go.
Yeah. The floor set was pretty good, I'd say, but at the same time, Millennium he could throw down harder, like harder than harder than the trilogy set. Throw down harder, and
Hmm.
I feel like he should have, but he didn't. But I think after that, after the Millennium trip, I went. I think I went to Seven Lines Berkeley,
Yeah.
and what a mission that was, I'll say.
I remember.
gaslighting Will to go.
I remember
To make
seeing Will.
me
You kind of, bye.
I
You
don't
kind
know
of
what you're talking
disappeared.
about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you like the front, so I understand.
Yeah, for sure. I know. I also did a 3-day bender when Seven Lions played in LA.
Dude, you've had a lot in SoCal. I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. So it was day one. I went to Sullivan King with my rave babies, and
I can't
then
believe you call them rave
I,
babies.
I
They
feel
are
like
not rave babies.
they are rave babies.
Compared to you, sure, but they are not rave babies.
They're young. Of course, they'll be my rave babies.
Okay. You're talking about like them being young versus experience. Got it.
Experience, they don't have much. I'd say like a half a year experience.
For some of them, probably. Okay.
Yeah. So I went to Sullivan King, drove all the way down to SD to meet up with them and hang out with them. After that, went to Dabin. um, Dabin set meh. It was good. The crowd meh. It wasn't that great. everyone was pushing and shoving.
Okay.
It was like a lot of people that are new to the rave culture that don't know how to say sorry, excuse me, and whatnot. And that's what I think triggers a lot of people. And
Not plur. Yeah.
yeah, they're not very plur like.
Yeah.
My throat dry.
No, you're good. You're good.
And then after that, I went to Seven Lions, LA Historic Park.
Historical
and
Park. Okay.
Yeah,
What do you think of that venue?
that was good. Even though we went pretty late, but it was good. Like, the crowd was pretty nice too. Like I'll have to admit that the crowd at Seven Lions was really pretty good.
That's
The
the
set was,
same location for Lost in Dreams that's coming up, right?
I think so.
Are
Yeah.
you going to that
When is that?
in July?
No.
Okay.
No, because Wilson, we're going to Base Canyon. What are you talking about?
That's in July?
No, it's in August.
Bro. Okay.
Come on, Wilson, you
That's
gotta
a
go to Base Canyon.
separate conversation.
I also encountered more rave babies during Seven Lions. Because one of them floored, or two of them floored, and the others were like, they're pretty gone.
Damn, you have like a pretty good memory of like all these events.
Not really.
At least you
Not
you know the
really.
highlights. Here,
Yeah, that's true.
let me ask you this, right? Because you could be explaining like each of them individually and stuff, right? What's like your favorite event that you've been to, and
So
why?
far,
Yeah, like if you had to choose one show and one festival.
choose one show and festival. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd choose my very first one for a show, since it was like me getting introduced to EDM and the rave culture,
Fair.
and
Mm-hmm.
like listening to it. Because when I when I started listening to it, it was my 2016 year of summertime, and I was listening to like Galantis and Millennium and Adventure Club.
Nice.
There was a lot of like mellow type of music, right?
Like house and also like melodic stuff.
Yeah, like house and melodic.
Yeah.
And then it was also when that first time I went is also when I went with my best friend. And she's from Washington as well. So being able to experience that with my best friend was a core memory. And she's more of a retired street or a retired raver than us. And
Mm-hmm.
she's only our age, right? So that one time I got to rave with her is why I still hold that as my first best rave.
Okay, so that's show.
Yeah.
Okay, and then festival. And by the way, Jade Cherry, welcome in, guys. Appreciate y'all for being here. Favorite festival.
Favorite festival. Am I thinking like lineup or
Just overall, like what you would choose.
can I like choose two?
No.
Fuck.
Be honest, just your favorite, and for whatever reason. It could be anything.
I have to think because there's a lot of festivals we went to.
Yeah, I agree.
See, if I say the wrong thing, I'm gonna get hit.
Nah, you won't. You won't.
By
Okay, okay. How about aside? Okay, which one were you gonna say? Were you gonna say Escape?
Yeah.
Okay, just take the part where you asked her, you know, to be your like to be your girlfriend. That part of it. Okay, now compare everything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So take that out
Yeah, yeah.
and compare it, or not compare it, but
Choose among like all
choose.
the festivals you've been to.
Mm. I mean, overall, it would be that one because of that reason. But if I were to choose
Yeah.
like lineup and group wise
Music vibes, yeah.
and musics and vibes, hmm, I would say EDC 23. And the reason being is because I was able to see some bass with Tommy. Like he
Yeah.
took me to the set and to the front, and it was just me and him. So to the front of Riot 10 back to back Jessica Onford.
Oh, okay.
And it was not only that.
Like they had a back to
I
back?
Yeah, they had a back.
Oh, wow.
It was so good. It was so good. It was not only that, I was able to go solo to Subtronics while not really that conscious.
Oh my god. Okay.
So I was donezo, but I still was able to get to the front of Subtronics and enjoy it. And with the people around me, when I soloed it, we all had been in a circle. It's
So was that
literally
your
like,
favorite set then at EDC?
I want to say Subtronics was my favorite set. I think my favorite set was Riot 10 back to back Jessica,
Okay.
and maybe Ray Volp as well, because
Dude.
that
Mm-hmm.
it was not only our group, but the group next to us that was also vibing with us. That was pretty good. That's why it made it
That's the
like
best when people around you
yeah.
are like great vibes.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else.
Yeah, so
Other than that,
EDC was 23, the recent one.
yeah,
But
and I'm trying to think. What do you remember? What? Oh yeah, we were split, but there was some of the times where oh, Kaivan, Kaivan was
Kaivon.
the best set.
Why is that
I
the only set that I remember being with you at? Did we not hang out during day 2 and 3?
It's because you don't love me, Wilson.
That's not my question. That's not what I asked.
That's what you asked.
Well, okay, I specifically remember being at Kaivon with you. I know you disappeared. That's day 1, but what happened day 2 and 3? Did I not see you at all?
Day 2 and 3. I know one of the days I had to split to try finding a group of people to rave with because they wanted to rave with me,
Wait,
but never found them.
we were all at Slander together though, were we? I remember
Yes,
Hein.
yes, we were.
Fuck.
We were all
Oh, I remember now.
yeah.
I remember everything now because I'm not gonna say details. Vinny, you and Vinny. Yeah. Okay, okay. Good reminder.
Anyways,
Sheesh. Anyways,
anyways.
so more questions about raving.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you said you're into like bass and everything, right? So who's your favorite artist? I know Lenny is one of your favorites, but who else?
As a bass artist,
Yes.
oof, that's gonna be a hard one. Like I want to say Sub, but Sub lately, like all the other sets that I've been to, is it's been all right. Like Nocturnal set, it was all right. Um, is what other set did he play at? I don't remember. Damn.
Well, you can just name your favorite artist. You don't have to worry about the set specifically.
I would say Excision though,
Okay.
because at Apocalypse, he threw the fuck down.
That was fun.
God damn.
Okay, so since you've been raving for a long time, compare your first like experiences versus now and how you've changed over time.
My first experience was like I did not know what was going on, right? Um, all I knew was that we're at a some sort of show where everyone's standing and jumping around and being so hyped, and I didn't know what plur was. I didn't know what sorry, excuse me, my bad, all that stuff, right? And like through time, I started learning like all the plur stuff, how to like say sorry, excuse me, um, candy
Mm.
and
Mm-hmm.
perlers.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the things. um, Fanning to be able to fan like everyone in the group, not only everyone in the group, but people that are around you, because like it gets stupid hot in the crowd. And like you can die or you can like floor and like pass out of heat exhaustion because of that. So it's good to have a fan with you and
No,
like fan
100%.
everyone around you.
Yeah, be safe,
You
guys.
know, and then now it's like now I know like the common stuff of like sorry, excuse me, like how to get my way around to people or like groups of friends if they want to meet up. Um, I'm basically like a rave dad at that point.
So
Like I
you've
went from
you've
being
evolved, yeah,
yeah,
to a
I went
rave
from being
dad.
a rave baby in 2017 to becoming a rave dad that knows so much.
Like the culture, how people could be, how to take care of
Yeah,
your group.
yeah, and like don't get me wrong, like raving the rave scene it's really fun and and to enjoy it with friends it's really fun, but you also have to watch out for like all the pickpocketers,
Oh yeah.
all the weird Kevin Nguyen's that are trying to grab a hold of girls in your group and trying to dance with them.
It
And
doesn't have to
not
specifically be Kevin Newens. Just a heads up, guys.
yeah,
Just anyone in general.
it's
Okay.
still Kevin Nguyen's. Anyways, and old people too. I've seen a lot of old people that go that like grab onto girls, and this is like experience. Like I saw this at Escape, it happening, and I
Like
like
as if it
literally
was a club type of thing.
yeah, and I literally like held my fan out, whacked like kind of whacked him in the face, and like move, tell away from her. You're weird.
Jeez.
Mhm.
I'm sure you have crazy stories, like encounters. Yeah, if you want to talk on that while also giving advice to like new ravers, let's do that. And by the way, Scrone, welcome in. Appreciate you for dropping by, broskies.
Um, I once it was a nocturnal while we were leaving. There was like this pickpocketer that like walked by and felt my leg, and I was like, what the heck?
I saw that.
Yeah, and I like looked at him and pressed him, and then he started speaking Spanish, and I was like, okay, then. So, advice: have a fanny pack around your chest, and if they don't allow fanny packs, wear some like zip up pants or shorts so you can feel if they're like tugging on your pants. Um, always have Vicks on you and gum. It's
Hmm.
like even if you're like not doing anything, it's always good to have it just in case of people around you also if they need it, you know. It's always good to have. Um, Hand sanitizer, it's always good to have too because with COVID apparently being out still, um, you don't want to touch your face with germs and dirtiness with the porta potties
Yeah,
as
wipes,
well.
sanitizers.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Fans. Um, always have sunglasses. Always.
I'll help you. I'll help you with these
Yeah.
earplugs.
Earplugs as well.
Definitely, earplugs are so clutch.
Hmm.
And emergency blankets, if anything, especially at festivals, it could get really cold.
Oh yeah. Also have a patch
Dude,
if you don't have one.
I've
You should get
learned.
one.
I've learned the ways from you guys. Pastas are amazing.
Mhm. Um, if someone's giving you like the really weird, creepy vibes, and they're like staring you down, tell a friend, and like make sure you gotta make sure yourself is having fun. You don't want to be like all creeped out and weird, right?
Yeah.
And then your friend will help you and be beside you. Because I had that a lot happened. Um, in many of the festivals that I went to, and also clubs that I've went to with Eileen and with everyone else.
Hmm.
It's just weird people. They're just dogs, and it's sometimes like you shouldn't be that weird to a girl, dude. Like you gotta know your manners.
Yeah, for the most part, most people I would say are like great and they have like common decency and are just like really there for a good time. But sometimes you could just come across like people that would rub you the wrong way or just like very disrespectful.
Yeah.
Or like some people get just too like way too fucked up. So
Oh yeah.
just got to be careful with them.
Hmm.
And then just yeah, look out for your group mates at all times. The pickpocketing does suck. I remember seeing that. So like you were targeted from behind when there was like
Yeah.
horde of people.
Yeah.
It was actually two guys that targeted you. They were like
Hmm.
wearing some sort of like onesie or no, they had like
Big
a huge blanket. Yeah,
Yeah.
covering both of them, and then they were just really being sly with it. And then I remember you pressed them, and then they just like walked away. Cause what are you gonna do, right? There's hella people walking, and they were
Yeah.
like speaking Spanish, and then
I think the one thing that I kind of should have done that I shouldn't that I didn't do
mhm.
was yell pickpocketer.
I wasn't yelling, but I was saying it out loud when that happened,
Yeah.
and people
Yeah.
like gave no fucks. Like people
Hmm.
were just so tired, and all I heard people were saying like they were just like, "Oh, someone's saying pickpocketer." Like that was it at most. Like
Yeah.
it was just way too crowded, and we were just like all exiting. So I don't really expect much either.
Hmm.
I was just like, "Watch your pockets, pickpocketers here."
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Um. So talk about some of the experiences with party favors.
You mean
Yeah,
party favors?
what that may be like, or whatever curriculars you do, unless you go like fully sober and just have different experiences.
Oh no, we go all out.
Mm.
You know from experiences, Wilson.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about your experiences. So like, what are your thoughts about it?
um, I'd say just do it responsibly. Know your
Hmm.
limits. A lot of people they don't know their limits and they just go all out, and it kind of sucks. But as long as you have a group of people that will take care of you as well. Um, I know a lot of I've seen a lot of people has left behind like their friend and lost them, or they don't care about them that much that they're fucked up to the point where they don't know where they're at and they don't know what they're doing. And
Hmm.
I'd say like find a group where you have that group of friends that care for you as much.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I was lucky to have a group of friends that did not leave me at a club while I was passed out.
Thought we weren't
Um,
gonna talk about that.
I didn't talk about it. I'm just saying,
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm lucky to have a group of friends that wouldn't leave me.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah.
All right. Valid. Valid. All right. And future events, right? You
Mhm.
have you probably have a few lined up, but I do want to seriously ask you this. Why
Yeah.
do you keep saying that you plan on retiring?
I don't want to. don't want to.
Why? You're talking so like big about raving the scene and how amazing it is, like meeting friends, the people. Why consider retirement? Why is this like a reoccurrence, especially if you guys have the house labeled as the rape house?
I'm being honest here.
Yes.
I want to. Well, it's sort of retirement slash break, but I want to be able to stack money,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
can't
reasonable.
do that while raving because I will go broke if I go raving. every single month is a rave, so I want to be able to stack money, um, and I want to be able to build my car as well. Like that's the whole reason why I got this car. It's doing something that I love to do is building a car. Um, but also the reason why I do want to take a break and retire is because like all these festivals every single month that I go to has been it's hitting me now, right? Like it
Mhm.
takes a toll on your body, and it's now hitting me right now. And
Jesus. Okay.
I don't want to be able to do this forever, you know? Like you only do it for a certain amount of time, and I don't want to do this forever, you know?
So what are your thoughts about the quote "rave to the grave"?
That's all. That's you guys. Me, I'm not raving to the grave. I'm not gonna
Okay.
be 50 years old.
Well, you don't have to put a
Standing
set
there.
number. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. Nah, valid reasons, but retirement is a stretch. Breaks are great. You don't have to go out to all these events. I'm sure people would be willing to pay for you and everything, especially if they really want you to go. Just yeah, just don't say retirement.
Uh-huh.
That's illegal. Yeah,
You know what's
especially
illegal? Gaslighting me to not go into retirement. That's illegal, motherfuckers.
yo, Eileen's right next to you. All right, you can't do that. Yeah, gaslighting is dangerous, guys. Whether you believe it or not.
Very.
Okay.
Will.
Whoa, you don't have to call people out.
Yeah, I definitely want to call him out.
All right, so what events are you looking forward to?
Beyond. Only because I swear, if Diesel flakes again, I'm gonna be so mad.
Oh, Beyond. Who are you looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing the most? Is it Diesel?
Diesel. Yeah, it's Diesel. I'm gonna be sad if he flakes again, but hopefully he doesn't flake because I really want to see another set from him because we saw him 22, and I don't remember that at all. I don't remember seeing him.
I did
22.
not see Diesel in 22.
We did apparently.
No.
Tommy.
No. I didn't. I
Yes.
didn't go.
You went. What are you talking about?
I really didn't go. I saw Diesel once, but it wasn't in 22.
You definitely you were with us.
Anyways, I was not. Yeah, let it be. So yeah, Beyond, you're excited. You got the group going again, right?
I'm also excited for EDC this
Oh
year
hell yeah.
because it's the first time I won't be going with you.
That's why you're excited?
No.
You just said you're
gonna be-
excited.
Stop putting words in my mouth.
You literally said I'm excited to go to EDC. It's the first time I won't be with you.
First time I will not be going with you, which is it's crazy because every year I've went with you, so it's gonna be.
I'm
different.
teasing. Yeah.
But we will meet up.
Oh hell yeah.
Because I'll send you details. We might have our own flag.
Yeah, and the
This year.
spa and everything. Yeah. Valid. Oh, the lineup drops on the 29th. I had no idea. Holy. Thank you for the info, Jerry.
Base Canyon.
You said August.
Well,
Okay.
in August, we're driving up all the way from OC to Washington.
Oh, you already have a squad going?
No, it's just me and Eileen for right now. But we're trying to get everyone else to go.
Okay.
Then after that is no idea what's happening. After that, I kind of want to just save money and just try and save money to travel.
Yeah,
That's what I want to do.
that's good.
Um, what's do you know the New Year's rave that's happening?
Nah, I don't, but I'm pretty sure there'll be countdown and whatever.
It's a different one. It's something else it's apparently better than Countdown since Countdown is only one day. I just don't remember what it was called, but we might go to that.
Okay.
Also, me and Drew were talking about this as well.
Who?
Drew
Which Drew?
Spacito.
Okay, what's up?
So we're planning to have a humongous party at your Airbnb, Wilson. And he's gonna be playing closing set. Okay?
Wait, for EDC?
Yes, for EDC. You can't say no because it's already happening.
Wait, but Drew's not even in my Airbnb.
I know, but we will go raid your Airbnb.
Oh, I mean, if you talk to Will, that's totally up to him. I don't care. That sounds fun.
Well, we're raiding your Airbnb.
Okay, that sounds lit as fuck.
And we're gonna have a party of 100, maybe more.
Yeah, well, we'll see. That's a hefty fine.
Yeah. 8 a.m. closing sets.
No, that I don't know if that's possible to have like. You know how tired we were after EDC each day?
We'll be fine. All you just need to do is drink an energy drink. Or
I don't know if I could do that. I think I would hate you guys.
It's okay, Wilson. You won't hate us.
Okay.
It's not gonna happen.
You're right. Future problem.
Yeah, exactly. It's a problem after the rave.
Or excitement. Yeah, I get so
The
tired
party-
after each day because, dude, so much energy.
Remember, Vegas parties never end. They keep going.
Dude, that's raving from like 5 to like around 5 to 6 a.m. Like the walkout hour drive or something, get home around
then-
7,
And then partying again.
and then you just party it again, and then get food like at 1 p.m. or something, and then get back to it. Oh my god,
Exactly.
that's fucking
That'll be a
wild.
fun time.
You know what? You're right. This is our third EDC. We might as well go big or go home.
Exactly. It's either that or go big or go home for 25 because everyone's going to 25.
I can't believe people are thinking about 25. Come on, just go to 24, guys.
No,
Live it up.
25 because the Aussies it's pretty expensive for the Aussies.
Oh, you're waiting for the Aussies. Welcome
All the
back,
Aussies are
Ginny.
going.
See you at EDC. We could plan something. There's a lot of people going to EDC. I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
MGM is going 25.
GM?
MGM.
Who's MGM?
Ask Will.
What?
Ask
MG. Okay. I don't know. I'll just pretend I know what you guys are talking about. Haha, good one. Haha, exciting MGM. Isn't that the name of the resort or the casino?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just ask Will. He'll know.
Dude, I feel like he's gonna. I was about to say, I feel like he would come in to slap you. What the hell? Okay, I guess you guys have to tell me what that means on the side because I really don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I
Eileen
definitely
just
will.
witnessed that. Oh, this is gonna be fun. A lot of events to look forward to.
Exactly.
Highly
When are
recommend
you
EDC.
retiring?
I don't want to think about retirement. I'm just going with the flow. Going with the
Yeah.
flow. I'm on a streak right now and it's been so fun. So
You're crazy.
we keep it going.
You're crazy.
Yeah, just responsibly, of course. That's the important part.
Mhm.
All right. Other questions. I've asked this to all the homies, so I'm gonna ask you this anyways. So, what is a rave bay and how do you get one? Whatever you
Vomit.
say, do not include me in any parts of your stories or whatever. Just go off of what you know. So Amber,
Wilson, you know
No.
because I gave you the tutorial on how to do it.
I said don't involve me or include me. I just speak
Why?
from the start, the scratch.
I don't want to answer because I'm gonna get hit by someone else.
No. This is understandable. This is for science.
Science of what?
Knowledge. Okay, so go.
For knowledge for you.
Eileen is going
the
to
next
disregard
time-
this because obviously you're not gonna do anything. You're just spitting knowledge for everyone else.
Yeah, for you specifically.
No, not me. You know I'm a viber.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go.
Sure.
You can talk about the elevator scene if you want. Never mind. I'd rather not.
Yeah, you want me to talk about it?
Sorry guys, we're gonna keep you in the dark about the elevator scene, whatever that means. It's just a little gist of it is Cho was trying to show me how to get a rave bay within an elevator, which was funny as fuck, but it was for the memes. Okay, go ahead.
It was for the memes.
I mean,
Be honest
for
here.
me, it wasn't. For you, no.
What do you mean no? What do you mean no?
Answer the question, Chill. Nah,
Well,
for like, just do one for beginners or something. I don't know. Whatever you want to say. That doesn't include me.
Rave Bay is like a one-time thing, and it's supposed to be only a one-time thing. I give props to whoever like goes for the Rave Bay and then actually commits to it, and it works out. But it usually is a one-time thing. So basically, you see a girl that or a guy, you see a girl or guy that you think is cute, at a set, and like you see them vibing, you vibe. Initially, you guys go closer and closer, and you hatch out a like conversation, and after that, you spend either the entire festival or show together, or that one set. And initially, that's what is considered your rave bay, and it's not really considered a rave bay unless you kiss them. Is from what I've been told from fucking Ryan and Vinny. That's what they said to me.
That draws the line. You gotta kiss them to make it a rave.
Okay, that's what they said to me.
Okay. From
Okay.
your knowledge, okay. So how do you basically explained what happens, right?
Yeah.
But how do you actually get one? What moves do you have or something? Or just
Do I-
advice?
Do I just like explain the elevator scene?
Sure. But I'm not included in this, so.
You are included in this. You want me to include you in this?
Just give me all your examples. Your
So, all right, let me get something out real quick. Right. So, for say, I know. So, for say, the right hand is Wilson, right? You have your hand like this, right? And another person has it's like this. They don't have candy actually. All right. So, if Wilson goes and sees a girl that they like or that he likes, right? They vibe with, or he vibes with her, and then he has candy, right? So the first initial thing is to see if they are looking at you, and if they are vibing with you, and if they're smiling, that's a good sign, right? They come up to you and talk to you, that's even a more good sign. Um. So then after that, you vibe, you talk. You've already talked, and you got to know them a little bit. You know, like their name. hopefully their Instagram or some sort, and you guys vibe to the music. And if you have candy, which I highly recommend you do, because this is what I was told how to do it, is that you two, and then the heart, and then the thing,
The thing.
and then the thing, and then this, right? And then as you hold it, right, you like swoop in and have your arm around them, and and then after that, ask them, hey, is this okay? Like if they say, if they're, I'm pretty sure that if they vibe with you, they're definitely gonna say, yeah, it's okay. You know, for instance, you know, when I told Wilson to do it, he definitely swung me around, and he definitely wrapped his arm around me. You know,
I don't remember that. What the fuck?
you definitely did that. Was it the elevators for what, nocturnal?
I thought
No,
you were the
escape.
one that was showing how to do it, weren't you?
No, you were the one that was swinging me around.
Wait a second. I swear you were behind. How do you?
No.
Damn, I actually don't even remember now. Does Eileen remember? Who was the one behind?
Do you remember? I was the one behind.
See, mother. Dude, you were the one behind.
I don't remember. To be honest.
Yo, you got the spotty memory. Nah, exactly. I don't remember doing that shit.
Yeah, but in summary, right?
Yeah.
If you have candy and you know you want to dance with the person, you would do that, or you would build up the confidence to talk to them and then ask, like, hey, do you want to dance? And if they say no, then just go on to the next. Don't be so butthurt about it. But at the same time, you don't want to go into a rave looking for a rave bay. You want to go in to have fun and go in
Facts.
with enjoying the music with your friends as well. A rave bay is just a plus. You know, you don't want to cry about it or be so hurt to the point where you're like, this person doesn't like me. They don't want to dance with me. No, that's not how it works.
Damn, your acting is kind of good.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I did when Wilson didn't want to dance with me.
Sure. So you're saying you have a higher success rate if you have candy, but if you don't, what's the move?
You like talk to them, get to know them, and then you just build the confidence up. Like, hey, do you want to dance? Or, hey, I think you're pretty cute. Do you like? Would you want to dance with me? You know, and if they say no, then they say no. You know, don't take it too wrong. But if they say yes, then you have a rave bay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it falls into like, be confident, but don't be overconfident. Girls don't like that, or guys don't like that either. I don't know about guys. Guys will definitely fall head over heels for that. But for girls, it's like you don't want to be overly confident.
Mm-hmm.
Like if for say, like, you know, if Wilson tried to riz me up at a rave, then yeah, of course I would like that.
Wait a minute, what? Now you're talking about girls getting at guys. What?
What? Yeah, I mean, it goes both ways, you know. Guys or girls, or guys and guys. You know, we're not trying to judge here, Wilson.
No,
Okay, Wilson,
I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I'm just listening.
Yeah.
Wow, you're so experienced.
What? So when are you gonna raise me up, huh?
Why would I do that? I wouldn't disrespect Eileen like that.
Uh-huh. She's okay with my boyfriends. You being one of them.
Wilson's pretty number 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Top 3, let's go. We made it. Okay. Well said. Spitting knowledge about the rave scene and everything. I got it. All right. Be brutally honest. All right.
Yeah.
Who are your like top? Let's do a top 5. Top 5 friends you like raving with, and for
That
what
I
reasons?
like raving with.
Yeah. And I won't be offended if you don't include me. It's totally cool. And excluding Eileen.
Excluding Eileen. Okay.
Yeah. Cause like
Well,
there's such thing as going with people, but then like, and it's always fun.
yeah.
But you may have your reasons as to why you enjoy it more with specific people.
Yeah.
So yeah, no offense to anyone.
Yeah, Eileen, don't get mad, okay?
Well,
Hey,
I
love,
said you can't include her, so
Okay.
don't get mad, okay?
yeah, putting you on the spot. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, is it in order or not in order?
No, not in order. Just top 5.
Well, yeah, one of them is gonna be you because we did rave for a pretty long time together. So one of them is you. Right?
Wait, just because we've raved a long time for a long time.
Like it's not only a long time, it's more like we built that bond and energy together when we raved together, you know? Like per se, we were at a set where the drop is building up, right? We would feed off of each other's energy and then go at it and headbang or dance
Okay.
and jump around.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons why I like raving with you.
Eunice, hello.
Another. See, that's 4 more. I'd say Steven is one of my other ones. And it's because I like started I think I raved with him at Slander first. No, not Slander first. At Sullivan King on my birthday first. And that first time, like he's kept me calm because during that Sullivan King week, my birthday, Will knows, and it was just like a pissy mood. Like it pissed me off a lot. So
Oh,
and
okay.
for him to calm me down on my birthday and bring my energy up, it's the reason why I like raving with him. Because he, no matter if I'm in a really bad mood or if I'm in like not in the mood to rave, and I'm literally at the rave, he somehow brings up the energy, and that's why I love raving with him.
Nice.
Not only that, he takes care of everyone. Why are you laughing?
That's
not
2.
only because he's not my boyfriend or anything. Yeah. But yeah, I'd say my next one would be Renee because literally just meeting them at AT Lien's and the way that her vibes are, it mirrors mine. So like we hear the drop, we go at it, right? We hear the build up, we're raising our hands and doing the sparkly hand thing, right?
The sparkly hands. Yeah.
Yes, and like it's the reason why like I vibe with her, and it's also because like she's like my little sister. I treat her like my little sister, right? So, and it takes a lot for me to vibe with someone at a rave, depending on who, because I'm always like looking out for everyone in the group, right? And I'm always having my my eyes out for like all my friends, making sure they're okay, and then I'll enjoy with them. And she's one of them where like I can enjoy it and be also looking out for them. Um, that's those 3, right? Hmm. Hmm. I guess I could put Will on the next one. I
I
guess
guess it's crazy to say.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You better come back in.
Yeah, trauma.
But it's fun raving with him. Like I, we always rave together and find a way to find each other and enjoy a set together. Like we were supposed to be traveling to all these raves this year, but for me it's hard because I can't do that because I'm pretty much broke most of the time because of all the other raves that we go to.
Hmm.
But every time that we do go to rave and we're at the same festival together, but we're in different groups, we can always still enjoy it together. Right? He literally took me to Midas when I first moved, and it was like the most fun experience I've had
Oh
at a
hell
club
yeah, Midas.
because that was my first club going to one, and I'm not gonna lie, like it showed me how fun clubs can be.
Hmm.
But yeah, that would be my other one. I do think who else? What that's four, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Solid list so far, I must say. No bias.
Hmm. I'm trying to think.
I understand it
Hmm.
could be hard.
Yeah, this is the last person, and it's hard to choose.
Hmm.
Mm,
You want to keep top four? That's fine by me.
it's fine by you because you made it
No,
to
I don't
top
want you to.
four.
I don't want you to think so hard. You know, I'm trying to get this to flow.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I would say Saber is another one. He's
Oh,
pretty fun to rave with, even though I don't rave with him that much. It's pretty cool.
that is a
Like
surprise pick. Wow.
the times that we did go to raves together, like the clubs and
Yeah.
shit that we went together, like we had fun. We enjoyed it. Like we had to bang really hard. I literally almost smashed his face on one of the on the stage of Jana.
Jesus, what the fuck?
That's how hard we were going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bangers.
Hmm.
All right. So that concludes the rave talk and everything. We're just gonna finish it off with the last few questions. Um, these are like my go-to questions at the end. So you've known me for a while now, right?
Yeah.
I'll ask you like two. If you could remember, what was your first impression of me and your current impression?
Mm. I thought you were like a pretty shy person at first.
I
Like,
still am.
no, you're not. You're not. You're not. You're not a shy person now. You were a shy person like before when we first met. Um, you were the arising ABB
The
back
fuck?
then. You know, with your
Hold up.
shirt off and your fake tattoos and fake earrings.
I did not go out with fake tattoos.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
There's no way.
I
Oh
remember
wait,
you
fuck.
did.
I think I did.
Mm-hmm.
No, that must have been after the charity stream then. There's no way. Are you gaslighting me?
I'm pretty sure it was not after a charity stream.
I'm about to look through pictures and everything.
Mm, now, I would say you're a really good close friend. Um, that will answer a phone call if I needed it the most. Extrovert as fuck. The amount of time, not the amount of times, but the amount of people that you have met through Twitch and outside of Twitch, you grew from being such a like small and growing person to you grew and blossomed to like a amazing butterfly ABB.
This guy. My God. These backhanded compliments. Crazy. Thanks, man.
Of course.
Damn, you're right. I did have fake tattoos for that event. Fuck. My God, I can't believe I went out like that.
I told you.
Jesus.
I'm not a gaslighter. It couldn't be me.
Angel Amber, welcome in, guys. What's up? No, you're funny. You're funny for that one. Okay. Do you have any topics or questions you would like to talk about before we close things off?
I just fucking heard Will yell.
What?
I just heard Will yell.
Oh. I think you cut out. What happened?
I'm trying to think. What
Oh, okay. I feel like we definitely caught up a lot and talked about a lot of things with your life. Adjustments to moving to SoCal, of course, the raving scene, Twitch scene, being in a relationship, maintaining friendships, you working. That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely a lot that has happened in a year. In 1 year, a lot of things can change. People can be friends or not friends anymore within a year, and you go through a life that you will have to learn when you get older.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are you gonna drink for Beyond?
What am I gonna drink for Beyond?
Yeah.
Wait,
No, not Pink Wit. Fuck off. I'm good. We will drink Tito's and Hennessy. No Pink Wit.
Yay! So excited for y'all.
And then JB is gonna down like 3 bottles of soju, and then after that, drink half a bottle of Hennessy.
Yeah, you guys go hard for pre-gaming. I know that. So.
Wilson, you're joining us. What are you talking about?
I said you guys go hard for pre-gaming, so.
Wilson, you're joining us. There's no saying no.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna drink
better-
that stuff, but
I better
you know.
see you with a bottle in your hand. Okay.
You're right. Future problem. Exactly. I want to see Countdown Wilson again. Oh. Wow, that was so last year. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We'll see. All right. I guess I could wrap this up for the podcast segment at least. Do you have any last few words you would like to say, everyone? Just in general. Final thoughts.
Like to say that if you haven't already signed up for the podcast, you should go sign it up right now.
Exclamation sign up.
Exclamation sign up. Get to know Wilson as well. He's a really good friend. And Wilson is an ABB.
Dude, where is this
S
coming
tier
from?
ABB.
That's so
S
crazy
tier.
to me.
he was king.
I should.
I thought he was king.
Oh yeah, it's true. He's
Why
of
king?
ABBs.
Why at all?
You developed from being just the gamer to the gamer ABB. Now you have the earrings. No, what's next? Wilson, the tattoos. See it.
Y'all wanted me to get earrings.
I didn't say that. That was some other people that said that, not me.
You
I
were
said
you were
tattoos.
one of the people. 150.
It was not me. I told you to get a tattoo, not earrings. Tattoo.
Okay. Any other last comments, thoughts?
Mm. So the party for EDC is happening, right?
Yeah, talk to Will about that. I'm totally fine with it, but you know, as the one that's like handling the Airbnb situation, I feel like he should definitely do that.
Okay. Well, there's a party. Don't say no.
Yeah, they
Sorry, it's
apparently
not
they
no.
want to throw an after party at the Airbnb with like Drew playing and stuff, and they want to like raid with like their whole squad and just like live it up.
Drew's closing. He's the best closer I've ever.
And I'm just like, I don't know if I could do that. I'm gonna pass out.
No, we're closing out with a bang. You know, because you never know who else is gonna be going to EDC 25.
Damn, bro, he literally comes in to smack you and leaves. Literally in and out like.
Yes, we are.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for tuning in to tonight's podcast or this episode in general. Shout outs to the live viewers for being here. I appreciate y'all. And if you guys are watching from YouTube, much love to y'all. Make sure to like and subscribe. Huge thank you to Chill for being a wonderful guest. Once again, he was the original guest I had in my previous podcast before the rebrand. Very first guest. And now he's back on episode 7 with Chat with Wilson. So stay tuned for the next one, guys, and I'll see you then. Peace.